On the victory for your team tonight, Coach Wollum.
Well, we'll start with the defense since that's the thing we've really been focused on since the fall camp started. And defense, other than that first play, or second play of the game, I thought really did a good job. They really made Lennox work to get what they wanted. It's a lot better than we've done in the past, and we were way more physical than we've been in the last few years. So, really proud of where our defense is. We still got a ways to go. We understand that. And then on the offensive side, I think first half we were very, very explosive. We had some methodical drives where we ran. Then we started passing a little bit. Offense kind of reminds me of that '08 team with Jackson Armstrong at quarterback, Alex Stork at that fullback, DJ Whitlatch at the tailback, and Luke Simmons, running routes. So they're real explosive like that '08 team was. So that'll be a fun comparison to see how that falls out throughout the year.
Yeah, it's not very often an 8-man team has 4 or 5 big playmakers, and when you have that, you can be pretty tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And I didn't look at stats or anything, but I felt like it was a pretty even game for all those guys. They all contributed in different ways and did a lot of good things for us. So, but hats off to the offensive and defensive lines too. That's where it gets in the trenches. And Coach Hodges is kind of unsung hero. He's the guy that rotates those guys in and out and keeps them fresh. So he's doing a great job for us too.
One of the things that stood out to me from our pregame visit was after tonight you would really have a better sense of how good you guys can be. You did get a test from Lennox, so where are you standing on that right now?
Well, like we told the guys, this is a quality team. You beat week 0, and looking back at the scrimmage, it seemed like we kind of handled Stanton too. So, projected to be one of the top two teams in this district. So, we've done a lot already, since the season started. But we can nitpick this film, and we're going to find a lot of things to get better at. But just told our guys to enjoy us for the weekend, and Monday we start working on getting better and game plan for Murray.
You guys really had a response late in the game when they did get it down to 14. Thomas Hensley had the 55-yard run. Mitchell Williamson had the 65-yard run where he just kind of ran through people. It's got to, as a coach, feel good to be able to see those guys with a response.
Yeah, one of the themes we always have is finish. And, we weren't finishing the third quarter by any means, especially on the offensive side. And the fourth quarter came around, and we really talked about calling timeout once, and really talked about how we need to finish this game off. And like I said, Mitchell Williamson's run, that was one of the best runs I've seen in a long time. I thought he was down after a couple of yards, and then all of a sudden he takes off again out of the pile. They said Ethan Stephenson was doing a great job pushing the pile, so we can't wait to watch that on film too. And then Thomas, like you said, didn't motion Mitchell out of there, so there's one more guy in the box still, and he still just makes a play on a quarterback draw. So. We got a lot of weapons, and just hopefully we can find ways to keep using them and being successful.
Well, in the skill position guys, we've known from the past that they're going to be good. The offensive line, you've got some returning starters. You rotated some guys in. You mentioned Ethan Stephenson. To talk more about some of those guys up front that played well tonight.
Well, Ben Tipkin at center, he did a great job. And then Caleb Van Tiger, and it's from where he has come from a freshman to where he is right now. That's one of those things that just makes you really proud as a coach. Everything he has done and how hard he works, it's really paying off for him. So really proud. And then, like I said, we bring in those other Ethan Stephenson and Ethan Fast, our 2 biggest kids actually sophomores, and they're coming in and doing a great job for us as well.
Well, you just give us a little sneak peek into week 1. What are kind of some things immediately that you think you might need to improve just a little bit, and then preview the contest next week?
Yeah, well, on the defensive line, we got a little sloppy. Our nose guard or tackles weren't slanting right. And they were Lennox was doing a great job taking advantage of running the option there where we weren't slanting. We put a lot of pressure on our linebackers, so we need to clean that up. And then offensively, we didn't do a great job in the third quarter. We were tired, I think, part of it, but running backs weren't reading butts great, finding the hole, and we got a little tired and sloppy on the offensive line. I think we can clean those things up, we'll be just fine.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, Coach. We better turn you loose, so thanks a bunch for your time.
Thank you, guys.